Shoot! Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Fortunately, we're back inside again today. Now, April and May generally are quite wet months here in the UK, but I mean it's getting ridiculous the amount of rain that we're having. It's close to 40 days and 40 nights of constant rain, which, I mean, the UK is almost becoming a parody of itself when it comes to the rain. But hey, you know, that's the small island skirting the Atlantic Ocean, so you know, that's how we live. But today what we are here to look at is the Urban Admin Pouch from Helikon-Tex. This came specifically from comments in a previous video. I forget which video that it was, but I've been talking to a few people about different pouches and somebody highly recommended the Urban Admin Pouch. So I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'll try it. I seem to be reviewing quite a lot of Helikon-Tex at the moment. They make great products, simple as that. And the thing that I'm finding with Helikon-Tex is because of the value that you get from them. One, I'm using them more, but two, for me, because my channel's at the moment funded by myself from the makings that I get from YouTube, they're also great value for money in the fact, you know, I can get these. So hey, if there's any suggestions on products that you'd like to see in future videos, feel free to put those in the comments. That'll be great. I try to well, in fact, not all try, I reply to all of my comments, so that would be great. But I thought I'd look into this and see what it's all about, and in honor to the Polish, or my Polish fans out there, I had to go for Polish woodland. It made complete sense. So what I'll do is I'll turn the camera around now so we can see more from this pouch. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, if you enjoyed this video at any point, then please feel free to hit that like button. That would be amazing. If you want to subscribe, that would be great as well. Hit the bell notifications and share. Sharing certainly helps with my YouTube recommendations for future content. But for now, let's have a look at the Urban Admin Pouch. So as we usually do, let's go around the pack, the construction, the sizes and dimensions and so on. It measures 170mm by 120mm and comes in at 50mm deep. Now, it's a little bit more than that at the moment, mainly because, you know, I've got quite a lot in here and it's deformed it quite a bit. The layout and the things that I have in here today are for illustrative purposes only. I've been testing this out with quite a few different things, but I've just put some things in here today. This isn't for a particular style build as such. Construction wise, YKK zippers, it is 500D Cordura. Because of the 500D, it does make it a little bit lighter, so it comes in at roughly 245 grams. And again, as you'd always expect from Helikon-Tex, because they just seem to have so much material, this comes in 16 different colorways, I think I counted earlier today. So depending on how you want to use this, I pretty much guarantee that you'll be able to find a color that matches the build or whatever setup you're going to put this into. So from the outside, hopefully you'll see, you know, it's a fairly typical pouch. The zip comes all the way down so that it clamshells open. It is an ambidextrous zip, so there are two of those. You can pull it straight open. On the sides, really you have nothing but these zips. There are some points at the bottom which help to reinforce it, but you can also use those to pull against. The bottom is completely flush. There's no lashings on the bottom at all. I'll come back to the front in a second. On the back, you have some traditional PALS webbing. There are 3 columns and 4 rows so that you can attach this to really whatever you choose to attach this to. On the side here, you've got your Cordura, so you know that it is genuine Cordura. And there's also the little chameleon Helikon-Tex pouch, the Helikon-Tex mascot kind of thing. So getting back to the front, hopefully you'll be able to see that the front is mainly dominated by this pocket and also a hook and loop section. I quite like that there is a large hook and loop section on the front here, so depending on what this is attached to or whether you're using this separately, you can put quite a bit on there. Here I've got my Heinz little H, but you can put name tape on there. If this is for a medic build or if this is for your camera equipment, you can attach that to there. You have a little tab which helps you to lift that up, hook and loop at the top there, and you'll be able to see that this whole panel here is actually hook and loop. Behind that there is a pocket that I've just put in this Sylvine Notepad. I don't know if you've seen these before. These are brilliant. They're not waterproof, but they're very useful because they have perforated sides on the inside. These are made here in the UK and are really, really useful. But you have this large pocket, which again goes from the top to the bottom, so you've got your full 17 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And then on the inside, you then have some organization. There is a double loop and 2 single loops so that you can put wider, maybe a magazine that you can fit in there, and you can put some pens on this side. And then there's a small D-ring at the top, so if you wish to attach anything to that. I actually find this really useful. I think more pouches should have an easy access pocket on the front. Pouches are great, they're very easy to get into, but sometimes you just want something really quickly, and to have that there is, you know, it's great. Opening it up, you'll be able to see, very easy to open, rather than using, actually I think it is 550 paracord, but they've just took the middle strands out of it and then put on some of this heat shrink onto there. So they are silent zippers, they don't make any noise whatsoever. It opens out into a clamshell opening with some nylon webbing here on the side. You can go full clamshell if you want to, you just have to pull it a little bit. But if it's on something and you just want a 90 degree, what the webbing on the side allows you to do is just fix it in that 90 degree position. So what we'll have to do is, you know, I'm going to call this side here the front panel because it attaches, it's on the back of the front panel here. What you have in here are 4 single elastic straps, which are very easy to be able to get your tools or pens or flashlights. Here I've just got a nice clipper lighter, and then behind there you then have 2 double sleeves that you can put larger or wide items in. Here I've got some Ranger bands. I did a video a few months back on Ranger bands. If you want to see more on what Ranger bands are and how easy they are to use, I'll leave a link there if that works. Then on the back, with another large zip pocket, there is another section here that you can put stuff into, which goes all the way down to the bottom and uses this entire back panel. So you can fit quite a lot of organization in here. The real star of the show is the reverse side. Now actually, I'll get this way out the way quickly, mainly because I like to do this, but as you'd expect, there is a very high standard of craftsmanship with Helikon-Tex products. I've never found any issues with them at all. All of the stitching is reinforced stitching. It's made and it's done to a very, very high quality. All of the lining, I mean, the stitching on there is, you know, it's perfect. And it's always good to point that out, you know, when a company invests and takes that time to make sure that little things are done well, then you know that you're getting good construction from it. And, you know, I always like to point a lot of things out like that. So, to get back to the star of the show, on this back panel, there is another strange kind of panel on here as well. So on the front here, you'll be able to see that there is a little pocket, which is great, again, you know, just for putting things into if you want to get those in there and have easy access to it, maybe some Ranger bands. There is a hook and loop section below, above that, which this gets onto, and then there is some more hook and loop at the top there if you want to put some information. Again, you know, maybe you're using this for a medic build, or you know, you've got your camera equipment in there, or however it's being used. This bit then lifts up, and hopefully you'll be able to see that then this section then opens out, which gives you more organization. So here on this panel, you'll be able to see on the left hand side here, you've got 2 sets of single loops, and then on this side you've got a double loop. Ooh, I love this knife. This is the CRKT Bonafide. going to be doing a review on this soon, but yeah, it's an absolutely amazing knife. But you can fit quite a bit into there. These straps as well, so where you've got these straps to stop things from sliding all the way through, you've got these little pockets which catch these items here at the bottom, almost like a little beaver tail that you can put things into to stop them from sliding all the way down. Then on the opposite side of this extra little pouch, there's two double pockets and then one large pocket that comes across the back. Now, you might have already noticed with me lifting this up that there is something strange kind of happening on the back here. So if I close this up and then do that, you might be able to see that there is an extra little grab handle here. So what you can do with it is rip this whole panel. I'm just going to put this, actually before I do, all on the back here you have a large hook and loop section, and there's also a little tie at the top there if you wanted to attach something to the top. So I'm just going to put this to one side. But this whole panel comes completely out. It's almost like the Helikon-Tex, what do they call them? The universal inserts, or it's something inserts, but it's very similar to those. So on the back you have these, the hooks from the hook and loop, but then you also have a loops section so that you can close those off, and then behind there is a small zip section. But this is great, and I find this is actually the reason to purchase that more so than this, because with this small insert what you can do is you can take this and you can put it into other things. If you didn't want to put it into something that had hook and loop, and you'd be able to reuse this panel, by closing there you then get away with that weird kind of scratchy noisy hook and loop that's on the back. And you can throw this into an inside breast pocket, you can throw this into combats. You can put this pretty much anywhere because it will fit generally even into a normal jeans pocket. So when this is full, let's put these all back in here. What you've almost got is a system that you've got your pouch. Your pouch is attached to the front or the side of your bag, wherever it is. And you know, the whole thing comes with you wherever you want. But then you also then have this insert. You find you're going to have to fly. This has got things in there that aren't TSA compliant. You take this out, throw this in your hold luggage. When it comes back, put it back in, job done. You know, it's all there. Maybe you've got something in here because you're a technician where you work. It's in your pouch, it's with a lot of other stuff, but there's something that you need to get to, and you know, you just take this out, you put it in, you do whatever you need to do, it's done. You put this back. Maybe you've got 2 or 3 bags. You've got a 24-hour bag, but you've also got a 72-hour bag. This is something that you use a lot. Maybe you keep some gun cleaning equipment in here that you use for your rifle. Maybe you have a small IFAK in here that is something that you want to transfer between different bags. You've got a pouch. And it doesn't necessarily have to be this pouch. This will fit in. I mean, as far as size wise is, you get a lot of these style pouches that are, you know, roughly 20 centimeters by 15 centimeters, that kind of size. So this fits in so many different pouches. You know, this is the star of the show. The two products together are great, but there's no reason that this has to be in with this whole package. I mean, it's great that it is because it's, you know, it's a nice pouch. But this one you can drop into any other pouch. The modularity, the versatility that you get from this really is the main reason that, you know, I'd recommend this. It's just a shame that to get this, you have to get this. I mean, it's not a bad thing. You get a pouch with it, but this is definitely a brilliant idea, and is definitely something that I think Helikon-Tex need to show off more when they talk about this product. And if you wanted to, you could also loop it the other way so that all of your stuff's always open. You could hang that off something. I don't know, maybe you want to just use it for your toiletries. All your toiletries are in there. And then you hang that off something when you're done with them. You close that, you bring it round, you close that. And then you've got a toiletries bag you can throw into other things. There's just so much potential. It seems weird. I'm gushing over this now, but there is a lot of potential that just comes from this small little insert. And as far as the admin pouch is concerned, makes this a great item. It's brilliant. So where do I stand on the Urban Admin Pouch? I'm not on a fence, although I suppose the best term for this is I'm kind of on the fence with it. Should I recommend buying this? Yes, I definitely recommend buying this. As far as the two elements that come with this, what you get is a nice pouch, you know. I like the fact that it has the hook and loop on the front and it's got an easy access section on there. I think that's great. On the inside it's got the modularity that you've got the hook and loop on the back. But as far as pouches go, and that, I hate to put a but in there, but as far as pouches go, it's just a pouch, you know. It's a good pouch, but, there's another but, I think Helikon-Tex are really selling this whole solution short. And that is that when you look on the Helikon-Tex website, you search for the Urban Admin Pouch, you get to maybe image 3 or maybe image 3 or 4, and then it starts to show you that you can take this out. The fact that you can take this out needs to be brought forward, because this is the main selling point. And really what I think they should do is they should also sell these separately. Now they do one similar, which is, I think it's called the medic insert or the medical insert, which is very similar to this. The inside layout I think is slightly different, and on the front here, instead of this this material, it's got a clear vinyl material on the front instead. So they do something similar, I think as well. It's also got a medic patch on the top, but this is definitely something. Helikon-Tex, if you're watching this now, I'm just, you know, the 624th king of the Moorlands. You know, I've not really got any sway when it comes to this, but I'd like to see in the future this being sold as a completely separate item. If you want to get the two together, you know, they work perfectly, but if you want to get one of these, or maybe 2 or 3 of these, if I could buy these separately, I'd definitely get a couple more so that I can put them into other packs. The fact that it's there, it's in something, or on the front in the pouch, if I want to then take it away, I can pull it out, use it with something else, slip it into my pocket or a cargo pants pocket and have it there, so that when I'm finished doing whatever I'm doing for the day, I get back to my bag, put this back in it, and that's the advantage that you get with this. And you know, it also comes with a nice pouch as well, but these definitely need to be sold separately. Like I say, although I hate to use the term on the fence, I'm definitely on the fence with this one. What you get here is great, and I think it's good value for money. But it just feels strange that this isn't being sold separately. The two together are great. This separately is great. That pouch it's a reasonably nice pouch. Would I recommend getting one? Yes, I definitely recommend getting one just for this. Hopefully, when these become available, if these do become available in this format, then I definitely recommend getting 1, maybe 2 or even 3 of these to be able to throw between different bags. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. No, sorry. What I'll do is I'll leave some links in the description below for these on the Helikon-Tex website. Some of those may possibly be, if I can find some affiliate links, they may be affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use those, but what it does do is it gives a small kickback to me so that I can help to fund more of this sort of stuff in the future. But yeah, I mentioned at the beginning, you know, if there's any suggestions on things that you'd like to see in the future, then please feel free to put those in the comments too. Also, if you own one of these, do you agree with me? I mean, do you think the pouch is just a pouch, but what's inside it, that insert, is more valuable than the sum of the entire parts. I'd love to hear that. I like to talk and discuss with everybody in the comments. I have answered all of my comments. In fact, there are no comments that have not been answered. In fact, if there are any, no, there aren't any. I went through the other day. Anyway, so links in the description below. There's also some links in the description for me below if you want to follow me on social media. That would be awesome. But for now, no, I always forget this bit. Share, share, like, subscribe and share. That's it. Yeah, we struggle with that bit. But for now, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.